Hello students, welcome to your English class again. So as we are discussing about our prose, that is footprints without feet. So in the previous lecture we have read about the summary of the chapter about the author, and we have started book reading, and I have explained you the first page of your book. So let's continue reading the second page. He escaped easily enough from the boys who followed his footprints in London, but his adventures were by no means over. He had chosen a bad time of the year to wander about London without clothes. It was midwinter. The air was bitterly cold, and he could not do without clothes. Instead of walking about the streets, he decided to slip into a big London store for warmth. So, as students, we already know that he had a drug which could make human body invisible only when a person is clothless. So, as we all know, he was clothless, and it was a winter that is very cold. So it was bitterly cold, and it is very difficult for the scientists to live in without clothes. He wandered in the streets of London. He faced cold weather and felt the need of clothes and food. So he slipped inside a big London store for warmth. Okay. Closing time arrived, and as soon as the doors were shut, Griffin was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing and feeding himself without regard to expense. So, बिना किसी खर्चे के, he just fitted himself out with warm clothes. Okay, some warm clothes, as soon as some shoes, an overcoat, and a wide-brimmed hat. He became now fully dressed and visible person. And now, in the kitchen of the restaurant, he found cold meat and coffee, and he followed up the meal with the sweets and wine taken from the grocery store. Finally, he settled down to sleep on a pile of quilts. So, he just went to the kitchen of the store, and in the kitchen of this restaurant, he enjoyed the meal, followed by coffee and meat. So, he fell asleep on the pile of quilts. He woke up late in the morning. If only Griffin had managed to wake up in good time, all might have been well. As it was, he did not wake up until the assistant already arrived next morning. When he saw a couple of them approaching, he panicked and began to run. They naturally began to chase him. ऑब्वियसली अगर कोई डर के आपको देखकर भाग रहा है, इसका मतलब वो चोर है, कुछ उसने किया है, इसलिए वो आपको डर के मारे वो भाग रहा है. अगर वो उसका पीछा नहीं भी करते, अगर वो नहीं भागता, लेकिन वो उनको देखकर जो है भागना स्टार्ट हो गया. सो द स्टोर अटेंडेंट्स गिव हिम अ चेस. ही सून फाउंड अ suitable shop. He made his way invisible upstairs and came out a little later, wearing bandages round his forehead, dark glasses, false nose, big bushy side whiskers, and a large hat. Okay, he just found a suitable shop, and from the shop he just go upstairs. वहाँ पर गया, वो जो भी उसने वहाँ से चुराया था, जो भी ये सारी चीज़ें, big bushy side whiskers, okay, a large hat, bandages. He just want to protect his all body, so he bandaged his face also, so that no one could easily guess who was he. So he soon found a suitable shop, and then, to escape without being seen, he carelessly attacked the shopkeeper from behind, after which he robbed him of all the money he could find. So, after entering a theatrical company and dressed up again, he looted some money from the shopkeeper and went away. Okay? His body became warm with clothes, and also no one can guess him that who was he or anything. Okay, so that's why he just want some clothes from there also to protect his body from the cold winter. So he entered a theatrical company where he dressed up again, but he made himself free by removing his clothes. The only thing he can do. Then he entered a theatrical company now. This time he decided to try the stock of a theatrical company in the hope of finding not only clothes but also something that would hide the empty space above his shoulder. He just want to hide the empty space of his shoulders so that his body became warm with clothes, and also no one can guess him that who was he or anything. Okay, so that's why he just want some clothes from there also to protect his body. Shivering with cold, he hurried to Drury Lane, the center of the theatre world. He soon found a suitable shop. He made his way invisible upstairs and came out a little later wearing bandages round his forehead, dark glasses, false nose, big bushy side whiskers, and a large hat. Okay, he just found a suitable shop, and from the shop he just गो अपस्टेयर्स. वहाँ पर गया, वो जो भी उसने वहाँ से चुराया था, जो भी ये सारी चीज़ें, बिग बुशी साइड विस्कर्स, ओके, अ लार्ज हैट, बैंडेजेस. He just want to protect his all body, so he bandaged his face also, so that no one could easily guess who was he. So he soon found a suitable shop, and then to escape without being seen, he carelessly attacked the shopkeeper from behind, after which he robbed him of all the money he could find. So after entering a theatrical company and dressed up again, he looted some money from the shopkeeper and went away. Okay. So moving on to next page. Eager to get away from crowded London, he took a train to village of Epping, where he booked 2 rooms at a local inn. So he wanted to live freely without any disturbance. So he caught a train to Epping village and hired a room at the inn. The arrival of a stranger at an inn in winter was in any case an unusual event. A stranger of such uncommon appearance set all tongues wagging. Mrs. Hall, the landlord's wife, made every effort to be friendly, but Griffin had no desire to talk and told her, "My reason was coming to Epping is desire for solitude. I do not wish to be disturbed in my work. Besides, an accident has affected my face." So he just want to be live freely. He just don't want to be disturbed by anyone. So उसने एक बहाना लगा दिया कि मुझे भाई अकेले रहना है, आप मेरे साथ जो है फ्रेंडली होने की कोशिश ना करें. जो मिसेस हॉल थी, लैंडलॉर्ड की वाइफ, ही जस्ट मेड मैनी efforts, many attempts to be friendly with him, but Griffin had no desire to talk. He does not want to talk to anybody, as he was an eccentric scientist, I already told you. So he just gave a strong reason that his face is covered by the bandages and he just want to be alone. So do not wish to be disturbed in his work. And the reason of the bandages on his face was an accident, and his face was affected by that accident. That is why he has bandages on his face. Then, satisfied that her guest was an eccentric scientist, and in view of the fact that he had paid her in advance, Mrs. Hall was prepared to excuse his strange habits and irritable temper. But the stolen money did not last long, and presently Griffin had to admit that he had no more ready cash. He pretended, however, that he was expecting a check to arrive at any moment. So जब एक गेस्ट जो है आपको फुली पे कर रहा है, एडवांस में पेमेंट कर रहा है, तो मिसेस हॉल जो थी वो शांत थी, वो नहीं चाहती थी कि वो कुछ भी ऐसा करे, उसके इरिटेबल टेम्पर से वो जूझना चाहती थी। दैट वॉज नॉट एनी हाउ, वो ऐसा सोच नहीं सकती थी। सो बट the stolen money that he had stolen from the shopkeeper doesn't last long। तो चोरे हुए पैसे कितनी देर उसके पास रहेंगे, ठीक है। तो ग्रिफिन ऑलवेज मेक lame excuses that he had no money yet to pay the rent, but soon his check is arriving at any moment and he will pay the rent. So shortly afterwards a curious episode occurred very early in the morning in a clergyman's and his wife were awakened by noises in the study. Creeping downstairs, they heard the chink of money being taken from the clergyman's desk. एक स्ट्रेंज सा जो है वाकया जो है, एपिसोड जो है वहाँ पर हुआ। क्या हुआ कि क्लर्जीमैन जो था वहाँ पे उनकी वाइफ और क्लर्जीमैन को क्या सुनाई दी, खनक सुनाई दी कि कोई उनके डेस्क से मनी चुरा रहा है। ऐसा लगा उनको किसी ने ले लिया। तो वो धीरे धीरे सीढ़ियाँ उतरते हैं और वो देखते हैं, उनको सुनाई देता है कि कोई मनी जो है वहाँ से लेकर जा रहा है, ठीक है। एंड ही वॉज द साइंटिस्ट ग्रिफिन। सो द previous money that he had looted from the shopkeeper does not last long, so he again had to rob a clergyman for his money. So without making any noise and with the poker grabs firmly in his hand, the clergyman flung open the door. उसने धीरे धीरे एक हाथ में छड़ी ली उसने और वो धीरे बिना किसी आवाज़ के धीरे से गया और डोर उसने खोला। और उसने वो क्या कहता है, सरेंडर, कि मुझे अपने आप को मेरे हवाले कर दो। देन टू हिज अमेजमेंट ही रियलाइज दैट द रूम अपेयर टू बी एम्प्टी। लेकिन उसकी सरप्राइज में क्या है, उसको क्या लगता है कि रूम में कोई भी नहीं। द हाउस कीपिंग मनी वॉज मिसिंग। सो यहीं से पता चलता है कि वो मनी इनविजिबल होकर साइंटिस्ट ने चुरा ली थी और वो वहाँ से चला गया था, वहाँ से गायब हो चुका था, ठीक है। और उनको वहाँ पे कोई नहीं मिला। सो दिस इज़ ऑल इन दिस लेक्चर एंड द अदर हाफ ऑफ दिस चैप्टर वी विल डिस्कस in the next lecture. Okay, so thank you students.